G'day guys, Seeney here. Welcome to another episode on the Australian Wealth Channel. And in this episode, we are going to be talking about what your net worth should be if you're a young person in Australia. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. It really helps to get these videos out to more people. So I'm going to be talking about net worth. So very quickly, net worth is your assets, things that you own, minus your liabilities. So things like debts. So when you take that and you minus away your debts, that is your net worth. So we're going to be talking about this more specifically for young people because I think there's a lot of information out there that's just kind of very broad based. But as we know, as you get a little bit older, you have more time to accumulate assets. And of course, we know when you have more time to accumulate assets, then obviously your net worth is going to be a lot bigger than someone that's a little bit younger. So we're going to be looking specifically between the age brackets of 25 and 40, which are kind of your prime earning years when you're getting all that career growth and you're building up to eventually what you'll be able to get paid over the long haul. So obviously there's a very big gap between someone that's 25 and someone that's 40. I'm currently 32 and my net worth when I was 25, like I barely had 10 grand, 20 grand to rub together. But now it's like $2.5 million and that's in the space of 7 years. So by the time I'm 40, I'll be pushing easily $3 to $4 million in net worth. So I understand there's a very big gap between 25 and 40, but I think it's more applicable to look at this range rather than say 50 or 60 years old when things can generally skew up massively thanks to compound interest on assets. So we're going to be looking at this from the bottom 25% all the way up to the top 1%. Like and subscribe. Also, something that's really important to know, these figures are all for individuals. This is not for households or anything like that. It's for an individual person. Okay, so we're going to start right at the base. The bottom 25%, that person is going to have a net worth of $47,000. So that puts you in the bottom 25%. Any more than $47,000, then you're going to be a little bit closer to that 50%. So just because your net worth is only $47,000, if that is the case, it's not such a bad thing. Maybe you're a little bit younger, maybe you've made different life choices. That's fine. There's always time that you can improve. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. So to be smack bang in the middle, to be in the middle of people between 25 and 40, your net worth will be $156,000. So that's what the average person, well, I should say the median person has in terms of net worth is $156,000. Now, if we move this up a little bit further, we're going to go to the top 25% in this age range. So the top 25%, so to be on that 25% mark, you'd need to have a net worth of $322,000. So it's a bit of a significant jump. You're looking at more than double, basically, to go from 50% to the top 25%. So things will skew quite drastically the higher we get up, and that's because property is obviously a major factor. And of course, if you have a lot of income and you've been able to put that away, then it means that the compound interest on your investments is going to grow quicker than someone that doesn't have as many investments. So obviously a big thing of this is real estate due to the leverage factor. So you'll notice that as we get closer to the top end, people that have managed to acquire properties, that's generally what's driving that net worth growth. For example, in my scenario, our business does pretty well, but that's not the case for the average person. But a lot of the heavy lifting, about half of the heavy lifting, comes from property growth. So every single year at this point in time, my property portfolio is growing about $250,000 just by holding on to it, making sure that all the repayments are done, and just holding that passively. So basically, I'm doubling my income. Okay, so what that means is that it's going to affect me a lot more. It's going to drive my net worth up a lot more than someone that doesn't have those assets. And this is what we're starting to see when we get to the top of this chart here. So now we're going to bump up again. We're going to go to the top 5%. So 5 people out of 100 that are in this situation if they're a young person. So the top 5%, has a net worth of $822,000. So we're starting to get right up there to the point where you're nearly a millionaire. So if you're a young person and you see someone that is a millionaire, just know that there's not very many of them. It's only going to be like the top 4-5%. So, 3 people out of 100, 4 people out of 100 that are going to be millionaires amongst the young population. So it's very important to keep that in mind when you do see things online. A lot of people aren't earning the money that they purport to or have the wealth that they purport to. It's a very small minority. Now, we're going to move up to the top 1%. Now, the top 1% for someone that's a young person between 25 and 40 years old, that figure doubles again, basically. So to be in the top 1% between 25 and 40 years old, you need to have a net worth of $1.68 million. So you're well into the millions. You're nearly at 2 million. So that's basically what it is. And of course, a lot of this either comes from starting a business and selling a business, or holding a business that's incredibly profitable, different things like that, or of course property, which has been one of the big drivers in my scenario. So yeah, that's basically it. So that's how we break down net worth for those that are young people in this country. So it's something to look at and perhaps be inspired by, something that we can aim for over time, is to continue to increase that and just do better than we did yesterday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. Take this knowledge away, and if it's a little bit on the lower side compared to what you were thinking, then maybe there's some things you can work on. And of course, it's always good to compare where other people are at. A lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't compare yourself with other people. And you know what? I think you should in some cases, because that's the only way you can really improve. Don't let it discourage you. Let it be a thing that inspires you. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Seeney from the Australian Wealth Channel. Please make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Really helps to get these videos out to more people. So if you want more, I have an absolute boatload of videos on this channel. Crazy amount. So if that's something that you're interested in, then go through and watch all of them. Obviously this net worth video is different depending on different age brackets, but this is the first time that I've actually approached it for 25 to 40 years old. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you again.